Welcome back to another edition of TCM Graduate TV. I'm Kenton Sepsic, registered acupuncturist. This is episode 135, and today we're talking about the next heavy hitter on the liver channel, LV5. But before we do, I have an honorable mention for you, and that's LV4. So before we get into what LV4 can do, and what some practitioners, especially 5-element practitioners, use LV4 for, let's draw our generating and overacting, insulting 5-element sequence. And not to get confusing, I've drawn water as H2O. So wood generates fire, which generates earth, which generates metal, water, and finally back to wood. Then we draw our star in the center. So of course, wood can overact on earth, fire can overact on metal, earth can overact on water, and metal can overact on wood. But if this goes in the opposite direction, this is called insulting. And right now we're going to concentrate on these two organs here. So wood can actually insult metal. Wood can insult metal. What would that look like? Well, basically we'd have some liver qi stagnation signs and symptoms, and we would likely have a cough. And the cough would get worse when the liver qi would get worse. So looking at 5-element acupuncture points, this LV4 is actually the metal point on a wood channel. So we could definitely move liver qi, because remember, when some organ is picking on another one, we want to soothe or move their qi. So we could totally use a LV3. And we want to bolster the organ system that's getting picked on, so we could use a lung 9. These are totally valid. However, LV4 is an honorable mention. It's something that I keep in the back of my mind, and it's something that was taught to me by a 5-element practitioner, because it's the metal point on the wood channel, so it could very well treat this insulting sequence. Let's erase this and get into heavy hitter LV5. The first thing we should note about LV5 is that it is a connecting acupoint. So how we would use this is we would use it with its interior-exterior related pair source. So that would be gallbladder 40, and that would make this the host and LV5 the guest. The other thing that LV5 is going to do is drain damp heat. It's going to drain damp heat from the liver and gallbladder. Therefore, another great acupuncture point that we could use with this LV5 is LV8. Because LV8 as a Hussey point, it also helps drain damp heat from the liver and gallbladder. This would be very good if you had a patient who's having a gallbladder attack. You could very well use large intestine 11, spleen 9, stomach 40, and then you could add in a LV5 and a LV8. Now, there's a divergent channel that leaves LV5 and goes to the genital area. Drains damp heat, goes to the genital area. So anytime that there's pus, discharge, etc., could be discharge, could be leukorrhea, doesn't matter. This acupuncture point is very, very good. And again, because it goes to the genital area, we can use it for hernia, we could use it for any genital problem. So LV5 is definitely a heavy hitter because of its action of draining damp heat in the liver and gallbladder. I use it all the time, especially if we see a tongue where we've got that thick yellow coating on the side. That's that damp heat. And oftentimes there's prickles beneath that as well. That's that damp heat in the liver and gallbladder. So of course we can just again, generally drain damp heat. So we get rid of the heat, or we clear the heat with a large intestine 11. And then the spleen 9 stomach 40 combo, as I mentioned before. This is very general whole body, and then we can get very specific with liver 5. Just want to remind you that safety is king, bedside manner is king, and results are king in that order. Thanks for watching this video.